Oh, okay. Yep, I guess. Well, that's unexpected. At least for me. It's kind of a weird thing when you're doing gaming playthroughs and you start with the games that you have already played, but then it forces you to try new games or new old games or old new games, whatever. And I have heard things about Bioshock. It seems like there is some kind of an interesting story to some extent, and that this game, there is some meaning. But I have never played this game, and sometimes when I'm trying to understand the kind of the pattern of certain things, the pattern of, I don't know, me or someone else playing certain games, I can't quite understand it, you see. Why have I played, for example, Assassin's Creed, but I have never played Bioshock? That's an interesting question to think about. Why we miss certain games while they were big? But it's probably a little bit like with books or movies. There are a lot of them, and that's probably the main reason. In any case, this is Bioshock. I've bought the complete collection, so this is the remastered version. I could have probably played the original one, because usually I prefer to play original ones so you can see the vibe and you can feel the vibe and you can see the quality and things that happened back then. It was released in 2006 or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's it. But I don't know. I suppose I have seen that they have. I saw that they fixed some bugs in this remastered versions. Probably might be great to play. Might be better in terms of experience to play this this version of the game. Let's say hard, right?
They told me. Son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
It's weird, but I feel like I prefer this. I really like this style of. I don't even know how to kind of. The only word that comes to my mind, kind of a cartoonish, but it's not really cartoonish. Like if you compare it to more realistic games, like I don't know, The Witcher or Red Dead Redemption or GTA or something. There is some kind of a vibe in this types of in this style. It's a I don't know. It's a similar style to Dishonored maybe and something like that. I wouldn't call it dark fantasy. It's not a dark fantasy. It's like I don't know. Maybe I need to find what is the how would they describe this style or how do they describe it on Wikipedia? But I really like it. No gods are kings, only men. Okay. It almost looks like some kind of a temple. And there is some kind of and maybe that's what they did. It almost feels like maybe a little reference, who knows? Maybe I'm just imagining it, but you know, Big Brother is watching you because like you enter the place. I'm not really I'm not analyzing all these things, don't get me wrong, but I suppose if I were some kind of a video game critic or movie critic, there is some kind of psychology where this what we learned, this what I have learned during my university and maybe in some other cases. When you enter and there is some kind of a clear psychology when there is this statue that is looking at you directly, and you enter this place, and as I said, it almost looks like a temple, with a motto, "No gods or kings, only men." And you almost feel intimidated by this big head person. The glance that he's throwing at you, and it almost feels like a reference to the kind of communism or something like that. So, or some kind of a totalitarian regime. I've never played Bioshock. I repeat it. I think I have read a little bit about it on Wikipedia, but other than that, I got no idea. So this is the very first time that I play this game.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture. artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, Rapture can become your city as well.
Plasmid.
Just one more minute. Spear's coming up now. Johnny, security's banging off all over. Get a move on. No trespass. Just don't hurt me. Just let me go. Just give me my gun.
Is it someone new?
Would you kindly pick up that shortwave radio?
I don't know how you survived that plane crash, but I've never been one to question Providence. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. Now keep on moving. We're gonna have to get you to higher ground.
Let's enable subtitles, or just for this, enabling them. Possible. Arts.
Take a deep breath and step out of the bathysphere. I won't leave you twisting in the wind.
Two things. The first one, it almost feels like a reference to the Atlantis city, like this utopian city underwater where people are striving, living. I can't think about anything else when we see underwater cities except for Atlantis. Atlantis feels like the de facto reference. And also, I see this clear vibe, clear 20th century influence by the way they show certain things and the way they speak. For example, the, I don't know, radio guy or something. And this is something that I have asked myself at some point, and I decided to search it. And I think I even asked ChatGPT about it. Like, there are certain games in the early 2000s that were heavily inspired by like 20th century. You really feel this vibe. This is not the vibe of the 21st century. And the explanation that kind of ChatGPT gave me is that certain developers,
We're gonna need to draw her out of hiding, but you're gonna have to trust me.
a lot of game developers that develop these games, I think I was speaking about The Sims 1, because I played The Sims 1, and The Sims 1 has a very heavy 20th century vibe. I'm not even speaking about the Superstar expansion, but other expansions as well. You really feel this kind of a 20th century vibe. Maybe late 20th century, but still. And a lot of game developers, it seems like, that developed these games in the early 2000s, they were from the past century. So what they have seen back then, we see in the video games. And I feel sad that nowadays, for example in 2025, we don't have this vibe anymore. Because 20th century is, I don't know, there's something about this century, about all those elegant men and women, about those dances and music, and I don't know, the Cold War, Second World War, the cultural phenomena, the explosion of TV, the radio and then TV, and I don't know, the music is amazing as well, and I really like it. I wouldn't say that I like it to the point where I prefer to live in 20th century than in 21st century, because I'm a product of the 21st century. But I really like exploring all those different centuries and their cultures, etc. It really feels amazing. And it's also amazing that we're able to access all that information. And all that information we're able to access thanks to the internet and the fact that it developed to this point. Well, we wouldn't be able to do things we do with the internet right now in 20th century. 20th century internet didn't exist the same way it exists right now. You're killed by the hostile denizens of Rapture. Will be revived. Live in a hole at the last fitted chamber you passed. Some of your health will be restored, and you will always have at least a small amount of Eve. Fitted chambers work automatically. There is no need to use or activate them. Basically like a checkpoint. That creature disappeared. That's a little bit scary. They didn't have a gun. Property. It almost looks like some horror game. I don't really watch horror movies. I don't really like horror genre. I don't really play in horror game. But it's
Just a bit further. How do you like that, mister? Now, would you kindly find a crowbar or something? Bloody splicer, seal Johnny in before they... Goddamn splicers.
so I don't really play such games. I don't really like this genre, but I feel like the video game developers or even movie producers, whatever, movie companies, they blend these different genres into one. They mix them up, and I don't know. Can we call Supernatural, the TV show, a horror genre? Not really, but because there are some different creatures, supernatural creatures, it becomes scary a little bit. So see it more and more often.
Diamond will fix me. Everything.
My daddy's smarter than Einstein, stronger than Hercules, and like a fire with a snap of his finger. Are you as good as my daddy, mister? Not if you don't visit the Gatherer's Garden, you aren't. Smart daddies get sliced at the garden.
For discriminating taste. Okay. I have played Fallout 3 15 years ago or something like that, a little bit. I think I haven't finished it, but for some reason I feel very similar. Certain things seem similar in this game.
My daddy's smarter than Einstein, stronger than Hercules, and like a fire with a snap of his finger. Are you as good as my daddy, mister? Not if you don't visit the Gatherer's Garden, you aren't. Smart daddies get sliced at the garden.
It really feels like some kind of a dystopian city or tyrannical something.
Steady now. Your genetic code is being rewritten. Just hold on and everything will be fine.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him. Hear that? Let's buck. Weak! You're a weak chopper. This little fish ain't worth towing it with no big daddy. Yellow! Always have been. You'll be no better off with Metal Daddy, little fish. See you floating upright.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
plasma's a real kick from a mule. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
Okay, so my skills use energy. No mana. What I would say. I can speed up by pressing shift. Shift is something else here. That is awful. Hit and run tactic. Oh.
Who is that? I can Tell Ryan I'm sorry. I didn't touch her. Come back, please.
I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe... I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now. But you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please.
To sing this song. Mom's gone. And Daddy too. Wait. This is happening before and none. Why aren't you here? Why is it today and not then? Warm and sweet. Why can't Mommy hold you to her breast? Feel your teeth.
There's actually an arrow that's in
No.
the direction.
Baby and me!
city went to hell.
That sounds... It's the wrench. Oh.
If I didn't pay more than words can
I'll do what I want. It's my Adam. I earned it.
if I didn't pay.
Open the damn door! Last time. One shot.
Careful now. Would you kindly lower that weapon for a minute?
You open up!
Oh. That's pretty bad. I missed a lot of things over there.
Last time. One shot.
The thing is, I can jump. I'm pressing spacebar. I'm not jumping.
You think that's a child down there? Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. Whatever you thought about right and wrong on the surface, well, that don't count for much down in Rapture. Those little sisters, they carry Adam, the genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it.
That's weird.
You open up! Last time. One shot.
What is it that makes my head go round and round while my heart just stands still?
That's the big daddy. She got his Adam. He keeps her safe.
Big Daddy. Golden film rail. It now review from science. Spoiler warning: the commentary contains in-depth discussion about details but in the first time players movie. Oh, well, let's skip it then. I don't ask me why I started walking around. it was some kind of a I not that I'm particularly discovering every single detail in my playthroughs, but and I'm not, my point is not to complete the game for 100%, but there is this pattern. If we think about the games of the early 2000s, a lot of games contain this kind of a play style where they video game developers place these different little collectibles, whatever, here and there, and you're just walking around trying to collect them all. Eve's garden, come bite the apple. Poseidon Plaza. That's funny. Biblical references are everywhere.
Who is it?
With all this frames, those are not paintings. I don't know what are they. It's some kind of publicity, advertisements. It almost feels like they want us to check them all. Portable and funeral home. Haven't you already paid enough? Okay. Okay. Recording the thoughts and lives of raptured citizens for 5 years and counting. Of the future. 10. Do they want to?
I'm not a bad person! Come on! Hey! But I finish flowers every day. And she always sends them back. You call that
Pick your
gratitude?
plasmid and evolve. As of now, I'm missing some kind of information. What is this? What happened to this city? To the city? To the
If you
citizens?
spot a splicer in the water, hit him with the electrobolt.
This Atlas guy said something in the very beginning, but I kind of paid attention, but not that much. I was also kind of looking at the overall style of the game. What is Eve? Eve is the energy?
alert in progress.
Are you afraid of me, monster?
Makes sense. This is where they came from.
This isn't right.
Reggie, done with you! Now make it double!
She's insane.
What are you doing?
I can kill her. She's. It's not the first floor, but I can go there. I didn't have a double jump or climbing something ability. Doesn't seem like I'm even damaging this thing. I'm not sure what to do with this thing.
It's Ryan! Goddamn Andrew Ryan! He's found us! Damn it! They shut off access to Neptune. There's another way to get there. Head to medical. What are you waiting for? Go! Oh, Christ! You're trapped! Gonna try to override the exit from here.
So tell me, friend, which one of the bitches said to you, the KGB wolf or the CIA jackal? Here's the news. Rapture isn't some sunken ship for you to plunder. And Andrew Ryan isn't a giddy socialite who can be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell, or до свидания, whichever.
My God! Get out of there! Get out now!
In every single game, they want us to make headshots. That's funny in every first-person shooter or just any shooter. Pin-up poster. With Adam, there is no reason not to be beautiful. Dr. Steinman? Cosmetic.
Outstretched hands. The finest? The finest. Hardly at all.
What's the matter, Mary? You look like you could use a boost.
I don't feel so great.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
Czechna vodka. Okay.
I'm dizzy, I'm nauseous, and sometimes I'm even seeing things that aren't there.
It's just the plan.
Kill your cravings at the Circus of Value.
Drill tiles and 5 seconds per drill. Pipes. Chain the exit.
Just adore it.
It feels a little bit weird when this
Back to me, you horrid bastard! Yes, run, you coward!
who's shooting.
Clean it up! Clean it up! I'm your bitch!
It almost feels like battle royal, free for all. Some kind of a mad scientist shooting a zombie girl. Where am I? Medical compound facility or something like that? Oops. There's no medical.
Dr. Steinman said he'd release me today. Ryan didn't come to see me since the New Year's attack, not once. But Dr. Steinman was very attentive. He told me that once the scar tissue was gone, he was gonna fix me right up, make me prettier than any girl I've ever seen. He's sweet, all right. And so interested in my case.
Can't go there just yet. Simple surgery for a complex world. Bitten by a nose. Steinman's offers a comprehensive rhinoplasty course. Backup box. Personal voice recorder. Recording the thoughts and lives rapture citizens for 5 years and counting. Content futuristic for this. Something went horribly wrong in the city. And that's getting interesting. I'm willing to discover. There are 3 parts of Bioshock as of now. I think Bioshock 2 and Bioshock Infinite. Additionally to this one. But it seems like the first one is the best one based on what I've heard. Get the key. Oh. Machine gun. Yeah, that's a very heavy 20th century vibe. No one uses such guns nowadays. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but based on what I see in the popular culture. That was close. I put my own machine.
Hello? There's proper folk here. You don't fit in.
Hey, Mary, going to the big game tonight? I heard Ryan's Raiders are playing.
No way, Jim. It's not safe. Haven't you heard? Atlas's bandits are everywhere.
Hold on a second there. Remember what Andrew Ryan says. If you do that, the bandits win.
I don't know, so far the overall style, I like it. It's a lot of references everywhere. It almost feels like a culture check. And I'm probably missing a lot of them because, you know, I haven't watched a lot of things. I don't know much. So there are probably references that I'm just not getting at all. It's like I was doing my it was during my college days. I was doing the Ooh, where are you going?
I promise to do no harm.
It was weird. I haven't seen anyone here. I have heard their voices. I wasn't sure where they are because I've killed them over there. And it's not like they can jump from here to there, right? I was like, I assumed they killed everyone. And so I was we had cinema classes, which was, I feel like this is something that we have missed for the vast majority of the time. Maybe because we were not I was doing performing arts, but I kind of expected it was more of a general studies for beginning. I expected that we'll touch everything. We touched Greek theater or something like that. We have touched a lot of different things, but we have not touched the cinema. Almost nothing. I think at some point, maybe we have touched it at some point. We have talked about it. We have briefly mentioned it, but we didn't have any classes related to cinema. And then at some point on the third year, they gave us a guy who was preparing a master's degree, I think. Something related to cinema or something like that, or maybe. I'm not exactly sure. But we had some cinema classes with him. We were speaking about cinema, the 20th century, and other things. Because it's part of the performing arts. And I think the movie is called Citizen Kane. And apparently it's an iconic movie. At least it was in 20th century, because the 21st century, a lot of movies that are iconic for us right now are like, I don't know, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. But there are a lot of movies, and that's the problem. You can't watch them all. You can't know them all. It's like there are a lot of books, a lot of interesting books. You can't read them all. Unfortunately, but that's the sad reality. A lot of great TV series, TV shows, but there is just too much of them. You will never be able to catch every single TV show. You'll never be able to watch it. You'll never be able to read every single book. An interesting book, because there are a lot of great authors. And so I think we were speaking about Citizen Kane, correct me if I'm wrong, and apparently one of the guys was in that movie was shot in Rosebud, and then when he started speaking about the R kind of he was a little bit older than us, I think, back then, but he was more or less our age, maybe 3-4 years of difference, something like that. Then when he mentioned Rosebud, I was like, Rosebud? But that's the cheat code for money in The Sims 1. And when I played, I was always writing the Rosebud to get some money. But for me, it was just a cheat code, because not all cheat codes have some kind of a reference or some kind of a meaning. In GTA Vice City, cheat codes meant something. You were writing basically sentences. Come fly with me, or I don't know, something like that. Aspirin, whatever, to get some health. So it made sense. But in GTA San Andreas, I think, cheat codes were... I'm not sure they meant something. Like, I think... What was the cheat code for money or armor or something like that? Hesoyam or something like that? Not sure. Maybe it means something. I don't know it. But like, Rosebud didn't mean anything for me. But then when we were doing those classes, cinema classes, and he said Rosebud, and I was like, and I directly thought about The Sims 1. And I was like, Oh, so this is where it's coming from. You see? And these little references, they're everywhere. These video game developers are just like us. They like these little references. The things that they like. Some mention Bible, some mention video games, some mention movies or something like that. And we're all... It's like a big web, and it's like a rabbit hole. The more you... the deeper you dive, the more you discover. But you need a very big knowledge of the general culture to understand all these things.
You promised me pretty, Simon. You promised me pretty. Now look at me. Look at me.
Fucking machine!
You keep an eye peeled for Steinman. The daft bastard set up shop in the surgery wing. You want to find him? Just follow the blood.
Above all, no harm. Which is kind of ironic, right? That's what we're supposed to notice. It's written in the blood. There's a bloody this thing where they take care of their patient.
Adam presents new problems for the profession. As your tools improve, so do your standards. There was a time I was happy enough to take off a wart or two, or turn a real circus freak into something you can show in the daylight, but that was then, when we took what we got. But with Adam, the flesh becomes clay. What excuse do we have not to sculpt and sculpt and sculpt until the job is done?
Care for you.
All them machines will short out right and proper if you hit them with electrovolt.
Not enough time, I suppose. I need Eden. suppose it worked. Guess so. Problem is
So uncivilized, uncultivated!
On the surface, the parasite expects the doctor to heal them for free, the farmer to feed them out of charity. How little they differ from the pervert who prowls the streets looking for a victim he can ravish for his grotesque amusement.
Look at you, filthy!
wealthy. Wealthy. I'll try to find it.
I am beautiful, yes. Look at me. What could I do to make my features finer? With Adam and my scalpel, I have been transformed. But is there not something better? What if now it is not my skill that fails me, but my imagination?
I need to save more because old games are usually known for some kind of bugs or whatever. I mean, it's a remastered version, so normally there's bugs.
I was at German prison camp, only 16 years old when I realized I have love for science. German doctor, he make experiment. Sometimes he makes scientific error. I tell him of this error, and this make him angry. But then he asks, how can a child know such a thing? I tell him sometimes I just know. He screams at me, then why tell me? Well, I said, if you are going to do such things, at least you should do them properly.
Lots of successful cost reduced and enemies weak. For $10, I have 85. $10 I can heal. Costs a lot. I'm wondering here, where am I even going? turret cannot kill one zombie girl. Funny. I can kill her as well. No bullets, no health, no mana, nothing. Wow. Items available and prices. That's what I need. Shotgun. Machine gun costs a lot.
It has been brought to my attention that some citizens have discovered ways to hack the vending machines. I should not need to remind each and every citizen of Rapture that free enterprise is the foundation upon which our society has been established. Parasites will be punished.
Unfortunately, I needed bullets, but I need bullets. I need health, mana. I need everything. I can go over there. I can also.
Steinman, I know Medical Pavilion is your matter, but you might want to cogitate on this. Ocean water is colder than a witch's tit. You don't heat the pipes freeze. Pipes freeze, pipes burst. Then Rapture leaks. Now, I realise you're a posh sort of geezer, and frankly, I don't give a toss if you piss or go fishing. But once Rapture starts leaking, the old girl's never gonna stop. And then I'll be sure to tell Ryan he's got you to thank.
Medic hacked. But it's one use, I suppose, right? It's for hacking machines. Danger.
Whenever anyone wants others to do their work, they call upon their... Never mind their own needs. Whoever.
It's time.
Or an army of the king of God. This goes on. How many catastrophes were launched with the words, "Think of yourself"? It's the king and country crowd who light the torch of destruction. It is this great inversion,
Plasma.
this ancient lie, which has changed humanity to an endless cycle of guilt and
I'm still not sure who's this girl and this creature, robot-like something.
Can't somebody clean this place up? Destroy it down. Crawling.
Aesthetics are a moral imperative.
Why do we have two eyes? Is there some law that says we must? Two arms, two legs, two ears, two breasts.
Not finished. Not finished.
You'll have to find some way to get through to surgery and Steinman. Chin up now. The Lord hates a quitter. I can hear that splicer sounding off like it's the 4th of July. Explosives are hard to come by down here. But if you get your hands on one of them telekinesis plasmids, you could catch the damn firebombs and toss it right back in his gob. Or anything else that might be standing in your way.
Wallet a little light? At Surgical Savings, we'll happily work out an affordable payment plan for any major procedure. Potentially terminal illnesses won't wait until payday, should you?
Welcome to the... Feel your cravings with the circus of value.
Someone's shooting. Someone. Who knows what? Because there's nothing left here.
You're crawling!
Report any unexplained water prompts.
I'm running low on just about anything. No bullets, no... A pistol... Love and memory of Winston Hoffner. Is that?
When Picasso became bored of painting people, he started representing them as cubes and other abstract forms. The world called him a genius. I've spent my entire surgical career creating the same tired shapes over and over again. The upturned nose, the cleft chin, the ample bosom. Wouldn't it be wonderful if I could do with a knife what that old Spaniard did with a brush?
Grenade. It really sounds insane.
Security cameras. I can hear the infernal things all around you. Ryan's eyes and ears. It's a pretty green. I'm going to lie. Hacker's Delight. With Hacker's Delight, your body converts the altered current from hacked machine to powerful hack and heal.
I don't care. Yes?
sight wanders the halls. We rebuild our city and the doubters send a fly to spoil our home. 1,000 atoms for the man or woman who pins its wing.
Light up foes to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spreads.
Die here and
I like it. That was effective.
All roads in Rapture lead to Ryan. Security, the splicers, the big daddies, the little sisters. He pumps some kind of chemical scent in the air. Pheromones, they call it. Makes them all dance to his tune.
Plasmid is some kind of a power. Right. I suppose I can stop here. Because it seems like there is no ending. I can play it for hours and hours. So, I mean, there are no chapters or anything like that, so up here. First part, no. There's in the second one. Let's just save the game. Okay.